A very, very, very straight line. So we're going to start with the definition first. It's an equation that makes a straight line when graphed. Okay. Straight line. So if I had a coordinate plane, so I'm just going to kind of draw a quick one. So like this is my x and that's my y kind of deal. A linear equation is going to be a straight line. Okay, there's never going to be a curve or anything to that. It also is an equation that can be written in standard form. And standard form is ax plus by equals c. Are in an equation, the x and y are only getting multiplied. Sorry. Or divided by a number. Have something like 3x or y over 3 jack. Okay, those are opportunities. Okay. Y over 3. It's not going to be something squared, like x squared, or 3 over y. Some examples of a linear equation is something written in standard form. We can have 3x plus 2y equals 6. We can have x over 4 plus y over 2 equals 10. Okay? We could have something like 2x equals 5. Remember, we're going to be a straight line, so if I had to take a graph, okay, it's going to make a straight line. In a table, so let's say we had x and y, and we had like 4, 10, 5, 14, 6, 18. In our table, I'm growing by 4 each time. And over here, I'm adding by 1 each time. Okay, so we have proportional. We're changing by the same amount. That would make a linear equation. Okay. Nonlinear example, we could have something like 2x squared plus 3y equals 10. Okay? We can't be squared. We could have something like 4 over x plus 2 over y equals 10. So do you see how I changed from being my numerator to my denominator? We also can't have x and y being together in the term. Okay?
5, 4, 6 for x.
Like you had your x's changed around? Yeah, then it wouldn't be. You have to have.
But then, what if you had them both change?
If you had both your x and your y change at the same point? Like, I put like 5, 14 first and then 4, 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it'd still be linear.
But what if they're all switched up but not the same?
Then not linear. This is a skill we'll come back to later on this year, or you might get it at the beginning of next year. Standard form. In standard form, A is a whole number. So a whole number could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 22. Is 0 a whole number?
No.
Yes, it is. Okay. B and C are integers. What's the difference between a whole number and an integer? Zach?
Integers are whole numbers and their opposites.
Very good. Okay. So we could be 4 and negative 4.
You can't
Okay.
do 0, right?
Yeah, 0 is an integer.
It doesn't have an opposite.
Yeah,
You have
it's
to
a
do
whole,
zero.
but it's a whole number or its opposite. All right. So here we're going to decipher if we're linear or not. So we have y equals 4 minus 3x. This is going to be linear because my y is getting multiplied by 1 and my x is getting multiplied by negative 3. So we're going to rewrite this in standard form. Anybody have an idea of how I can tell negative 3x to move on to the other side? What do we think? Plus 3x. Very good, Melina. So in standard form, I'm 3x plus y equals 4. And that's all I have to do. We're not solving anything. Okay? We're just rewriting. All right, in example 2, do you think we're linear? No, we're what we call, if we're not linear, we're going to say non-linear. And we're going to say this is because of the term negative xy. Because I can't be multiplying x and y. They have to be by themselves. Because to be in standard form, x is a separate term and y is a separate term. Here they're together. All right. Jack, you ready? Now, even though I'm a fraction coefficient, I'm still going to be linear. It's just not in standard form. Okay, so fraction coefficient is okay. That still makes it linear. To get this linear, I'm going to multiply by the common denominator of 2. So that makes y equal negative 2. That would be standard form. There's no x. X is 0. So that's why I didn't write x. So x can be 0, y can be 0, but both of them can't be 0 because then that wouldn't be, this would be nothing. Well, it's be an answer, but not a function. All right, what do we think for example 4?
Non-linear.
Non-linear. Why?
Because it's x squared.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. What do we think for 5?
Non-linear.
Non-linear. Very good. And why am I non-linear?
Y cubed.
Y cubed. Okay. All right. And 8. That's a toughie. It's going to be linear. Very good. And we're going to write this first. I'm going to combine. What's 7 minus 10?
Negative 3y.
Anybody have an idea of how I can tell negative 3 to get to the other side? Plus 3. Good, guys. So I'm going to have 12x plus 3y equals 0. And this is linear. Why did it not turn into 15xy?
Because